If you see fangs growing on a ballerina, that's probably your cue to run. Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to my in-theater movie review series. So today's movie that I'll be reviewing is the vampire movie, Abigail. So the movie starts off with a group of criminals kidnapping a young ballerina girl named Abigail. And the reason why it turns out that they kidnapped Abigail is because they wanted to get a ransom from her father, who happens to be a notorious gang leader. But as the film goes on, the criminals soon realize that there's something unusual about Abigail. And it was then that the criminals ended up being put into a life or death situation once Abigail's true nature is revealed. So what are my thoughts on Abigail? I really enjoyed this movie. So let's talk about what I did like about this movie. So the first thing that I liked about this movie was the premise. The fact that this is a vampire film made me really excited to watch this film since I love watching vampire movies. But what I love so much about this movie was that it has a very unique twist on the vampire genre. Like, instead of a vampire film where the vampire in question is like feasting on innocent victims, we get to see that the main characters in this film are a group of criminals that kidnap a young girl. And it looked like that the criminals are going to be like the big bads of this film. But then the vampire gets revealed in the film, and so you have this film where the vampire is like chasing after these criminals, and the criminals are like stuck in this house and they can't get out. So it's no surprise that this film has Ready or Not vibes, where the main characters are being hunted by the big bad, and the film does a really good job of making the plot line about a group of criminals being chased by a vampire very interesting and very unique to me. Another thing that I liked about this film was the gore. So when it comes to vampire movies, of course we expect to see a lot of gore in vampire movies. And this film definitely doesn't hold back on the gore when it comes to the vampire biting scenes. Like, any scenes that have the vampire killing off the criminals was handled in a very gory way, and I really love that. And it really made this film fun to watch, especially if you're a huge fan of gory films in general. This is definitely one of the goriest films I've watched in recent years. And then another thing that I liked about this film was the intensity. So I love how intense this film got when it built up to the reveal of the vampire in the film, and I really love the scenes of the vampires chasing after the criminals, as those were some of the most intense scenes in the entire movie. And so I think that the intense scenes were done very well in this movie, and it really made this movie pretty intense to watch. Now, the biggest issue that I have with this film was that I felt like the beginning was very slow. Now, if you've seen the trailers, you pretty much already know who the vampire is in this movie, and so because I saw the trailers before I watched this movie, I already know who the vampire is, so I was kind of waiting to see when the vampire scenes was going to show up and see how they play out. But instead, I have to wait like 30 minutes of them introducing the criminals into the film before we actually get to the vampire action. And even though I do admire them for introducing the criminals and giving us backstories on all these criminals, I was kind of hoping that we get to see the vampire scenes like sooner or later, and we had to literally wait like 30 minutes until the vampire scenes come in. So yeah, I did felt like the first half of the film was very slow to get into. And then another issue that I have with this film, and this is not like within the film itself or anything like that, but I felt like the trailers like spoiled the reveal of the vampire. Like, if I hadn't seen the trailer, I wouldn't have been spoiled about who the vampire is in this movie. Like, if you guys have seen the trailers yourselves before this movie got released, then you guys probably already know who the vampire is. But yeah, if I hadn't seen the trailers, I probably would have been more invested in trying to figure out who the vampire is, and maybe the build up to that reveal would have been a lot more satisfying if I haven't seen the trailers. Before I get into my overall thoughts on this movie, I would like to let you guys know that there are affiliate links in the description box below if you want to buy any of the movies that I mentioned or linked in this video. If you buy any of the movies that are mentioned in this video using the affiliate links in the description box below, then I will receive a small commission that would greatly help with this channel. So please feel free to use the affiliate links in the description box below if you want to add any of these movies to your movie collection. And now a word from this channel. All aboard the Social Media Express. Want to send some tweets my way? Then follow me on Twitter. Want to see me play lots of video games and other stuff? Then follow me on Twitch. Want to join our crazy community? Then join our Discord group. Let's chat with Rabbitearsblog. Want to see more stuff from my YouTube channel? Then check out my Facebook page, Rabbitearsblog's Best Comments. Want to check me out at other awesome accounts? Here's my card. And now, back to the video. But overall, I give Abigail a watch it. Even though I felt like the first half of the film was very slow and the trailer pretty much spoiled the reveal of who the vampire is, I still found this film to be really fun to watch. I especially love the gory scenes in this film, and I really love the unique premise of this film about how it's about a vampire chasing after these criminals instead of the usual vampire film that has the vampire just preying on innocent victims. So if you're looking for a vampire film that has a very unique premise, then I definitely recommend Abigail. So those are my thoughts on Abigail, and tell me in the comments down below. Have you seen Abigail? And if you have, did you like this movie? Did you hate this movie? And what's your favorite vampire movie that has a very unique premise? Please let me know in the comments down below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, like this video? If you want to check out more crazy content from this channel, then please hit that big old colorful subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra generous, then please support me through Patreon so I can make more awesome content for this channel.